Right guys, in this episode of Wheel Hobbies, we're stripping the turbo off this Saab. What's Loom King doing? Hi Loom King. Hiya. There's Loom King. There's a random Loom King in there, guys.
I believe he's working on some looms.
Not mine, no. I'm helping. Random Loom King just sat in it off. Get in there. Took the airbox off, took the intake pipe off, the exhaust heat shields off, breather pipe off the intake for the turbos off, which goes back to the rocker cover. Common thing with these Saab V204 engines is they leak out of the end of this bung here. So the gasket leaks on this corner. It's normally that bung, so you have to take the rocker cover off, reseal that. You can get a proper one, like a bung that presses in there. Some people sell them on Facebook. Also, snapped exhaust stud is also a common thing. I'm pretty sure that probably what it is all the oil just sits around there, it just ends up just rotting it.
You'd think oil is
good. Protected, but I always see that end one going where the oil leak is, so I don't know if that has anything to do with it or not. So what's going to happen next?
But then again, oil is slightly acidic when it's used. And
yeah,
that's why an engine is always clean. The engine's always clean when it's got oil in it.
It's a bit soft, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we've took the auxiliary belt off. Tensioner's just at the back here. Just put an extension bar in it. That releases the tension.
Check us out lighting.
Just down there. So next thing that's got to come off is this power steering pump and bracket to gain access to the end.
Power steering pump.
Hey, look at the action on that bad boy.
You can tell he's single.
I've had lots of practice, haven't I?
That's some fair wrist action.
And it's my right one as well.
Shocked.
Dun dun dun!
You give my impact gun a run for its money.
We're going to see how many more of these snap as we go. We're going to take...
Hopefully not any of them, but...
Hopefully none of them. We're going to whip the downpipe off, which is 3 13mm just here. You've got the APC pipes. This was a high pressure turbo model. This is the 185 brake model. So there's your T5 APC. We're going to be binning that off in favour of a T7 APC. Deemed more reliable. Loom King will end up wiring that in for me because I don't touch wiring. We're going to be fitting a 3-bar map sensor to it and a set of Siemens Decker 630cc injectors to give us that extra fuel for the slightly bigger turbo we're putting in. We'll also do a video on doing a fuel pump in this car because the proper way to do a fuel pump on this car is to drop the fuel tank completely, take it off. It's the only access.
Or if you want to be Dean,
or if you want to be me, you cut a hole in your floor. Yeah, that sounds about right. So.
Yeah, don't cut a hole in your floor. Don't be like Dean.
Don't be like me.
Don't
be lazy. Remove your fuel tank. But if you are like me, just follow me. So
no, even if you are like Dean, don't be like Dean.
No, don't be like Dean. No. Right, so
did you say who's having
let's crack on.
Coffee? Yeah. What about you guys?
What are you having?
I'm having a coffee.
I'll have some Jack Daniels. Jack Daniels and Coke.
Let's get a reg number.
Wheel Hobbies Monkey, have you not got that turbo off yet?
Well, I wasn't even trying to get
Or wasn't it meant to be my job?
Yeah, that's your job.
How is it I've ended up being cameraman?
It's your car. And I'm not even supposed to be working on it.
What are you doing, Gareth? It's all dark.
I'm just turning this nut in, making it look like I'm intelligent. You know.
Like they're doing the soaps?
Yeah.
They've got the spanner ratcheting on the floor.
Yeah, well, the spanner ratchets on the floor, they've got the Haynes mallet on the dashboard.
Yeah.
So I'm just looking intelligent.
Gareth, do you want tea or coffee?
I'll have a cup of tea, mate. You know, because what I thought what I'd do is, what Gary suggested the whole time is just take the bracket off the back of the steering pump.
I'll tell you something, that hand has a lot of experience in that region, doesn't it?
Yeah.
How many sugars, Gareth?
None, because I'm sweet enough as I am.
I knew that was coming. I'm sweet enough, thank you Turkish, she says.
Look at the action on that bad boy.
That's a quote from Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Barrels. Or Snatch. No, it's from Snatch. Do you know what this is? The most important job that goes on in this garage?
It's tea time. Sponsored by PG Tips.
Tea time.
Is it PG Tips or what we got?
Tetley.
Tetley, there you go,
Tetley.
proper say.
No, that's Yorkshire tea.
Just to let you guys know, anything that goes on in this garage is all proudly supported by Hillthorpe Customs. If you check out the link in the description, we'll put some contact details where you can contact Gary Lloyd for all your custom car works, anything you need doing. Give him a shout, he's a top man. Loom King, what are you doing in all your Loom Kingness?
Trying to break things.
Your
It's
Loom,
not my car.
your Loom King gloriness.
His luminary vision. Well, what I'd say, he's trying to jam his hand down there.
I can't see.
Trying to fist it somehow, somehow.
Sorry, audience. But what we're currently trying to do is get this. That's a light on the. Yeah. Trying to get this fan off. What was I saying a second ago about we'll put you back on in a minute and the turbo will be off?
You were saying that.
Yeah, I was wrong, wasn't I?
Yeah, again. But you are taking your number one fan off.
I am.
Well, Gary is, I'm just supervising.
Hi, Gareth.
Who's number one fan?
His number one fan.
Yeah, I just zoomed right into your face.
Yeah, but
You're my number one
yeah,
fan.
but did you get it? Number one fan.
Oh dear.
His
Oh
only
dear.
fan then.
Yeah, that's like that's dad jokes level.
Yeah,
Now we've got all the room we need.
Yay!
Do you want some room?
As you can see, I don't think we'll be reusing that.
Not anymore.
Weren't you reusing it anyway? They're just.
Just there, yeah, there.
Maybe not, so it's just really...
So with all the coolant drained out, we can lift the car up, get it up on the ramp, and start working from the underneath. It's a pretty clean car underneath, all in all, isn't she, Gas?
Yeah, I don't know if these are factory extras like.
I think that's your radiator drain tool.
Well, one of them.
Radiator drain tool.
Yeah.
Because that's what you should do. You should drain your coolant properly, and you shouldn't let it run all over your driveway when you're doing your DIY home mechanicking.
No signs of nasty rocker cover gaskets leaking either.
So you're telling me that this dirty old girl's actually dry up the back? Okay. That's great to know.
It is. Original brake lines.
All in all, guys, this car's pretty tidy. New shock absorbers by the looks of things as well, what you were saying.
Yeah. Well, they're definitely not done 144,000.
So we're going to be pulling these springs out in favour of some Apex luring springs. I bought them off a chap called Peter Raw. If you want to look him up on Saab Nuts or whatever, he supplies a lot of parts.
Yeah, well
so
known.
shout out to him. Shout out to Peter Raw. Hopefully you like and subscribe to our channel for your shout out.
Also, we're going to be doubling up the anti-roll bar, which we've got another anti-roll bar for previously scrapped Saab, which we'll be putting on this too.
So the plan's to pull these out. I'm going to put the Apex springs in I bought off Peter. They were a bit rusty, so I've sent them to the powder coaters, and they're going Kawasaki green, just because. So yeah, double up the anti-roll bar, get that powder coated as well.
As you can see, all the body is in exceptionally
it's in really good condition.
Really
you know.
good.
I reckon it's one of the cleanest 9.3 coupes
Oh, big shout
On a
out to
98.
Trevor Bibby as well from
Oh yeah, I
Just
mentioned.
Wheels.
I mentioned.
down in Essex.
Mentioned Trevor
Guy,
before.
Trevor.
Oh, the focus is out on this camera a bit. Not sure why. There we go. It's
Light,
better.
Maybe light.
But yeah, so there we go. Right, we'll whip some more parts off. So we can finally officially say that this turbo is actually ready to come out. The last thing actually holding it in. Just a banjo bolt in the side of the head for the water feed on the turbo. So yeah.
So you take this boost pipe bracket off just to allow you a bit more room, and obviously because it's an auto. Oh yeah, did you guys not know that Dean is actually building a high spec auto car?
Oh, I did mention it
Oh, you have mentioned it
in
yeah.
episode 1 of this build series.
So yeah, let's see if one little friend will come out. But no,
They're always tight. We didn't take the aircon pump off while we were underneath.
No, we'll get that when the turbo's out.
Come on, Mr. Turbo. Come on, Mr. Person.
Dean, why wouldn't she come?
Mr. Turbo. Gary's only ever changed the turbo once. Well, after a lot of swearing, the turbo's actually finally out. This turbo's actually going on my mate's Cavalier, the one you saw at the start of the video. The one that had me for an engine. And Lawrence will be happy to know that this T25 is the mintest T25 I have ever seen. It's in such good condition. There's no play. You get your minimal, very, very minimal standard side-to-side play with no in and out play whatsoever, and the blades are absolutely perfect. So that's just shows how well looked after this car has been, considering it's done 145,000 miles. So I think now we've got to tackle these broken exhaust studs. There's one on the left, on the lower, one on the right. So that's what we're going to do next, guys. Some cars just like to play hard to get. This is one of them.
Yeah. And what was it you were saying?
Because you're working on a friend's vehicle, isn't it?
Yep, that is the case.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, this is like...
Oh, got that on film. That's good. Where are you going, Gary? Don't forget to send us a postcard.
Can't afford one.
What's he doing?
Mates don't pay.
So the aircon pump needs taking off.
Yeah. Look at this, Dean. Some bodgers, right? Coming
Who
in.
snapped these aircon pipes?
Snapped them, like.
Oh, I
It's
don't
brutal,
know.
isn't it?
Why didn't you do that on film?
Also, guys,
It was
At the
all
end of the
straight
day-
down, to be fair.
we're just like making these videos just for a bit of fun, really.
Yeah.
So sometimes we just take the mick and we make out we're not knowing.
Yeah,
what
I mean, in reality, we know exactly what we're doing, and we could have had this turbo out in probably an hour if we wanted to, but we thought,
Yeah, but then how can I charge you? If it was out in an hour.
for the good of YouTube, we're taking, an absurd amount of time just to pull one T25 turbo out of a Saab 9.3.
Yeah, basically.
So the aircon pump's about to come out now.
Right, guys, what you'll find with the aircon pump, you've got a bolt here, a bolt about 4 inches to the left of it, and then one bolt right underneath in the middle. So once you've got all them out, a lot of the time you won't be able to undo take the bottom bolt completely out because the cross member's in the way. So
Excuse me, guys.
once you undo that, up here there's a little lug.
I've just got a
Just-
brief look at it.
Just in here, there's this plate here,
Yep.
which sits on there. So basically, all you got to do is get in and just lift it
That's
up and over, and then obviously
One old
sits in there.
aircon pump with knackered bearings.
Camera will be able to pick that up, but the bearings are growling.
She's rough. That's why she's been bypassed in the first place.
Luckily for Dean, because
So yeah, there was no. Don't worry, guys. There was no gas sprayed everywhere from this. There wasn't any in it. So
that's to give us a lot more room. Now, obviously, to give us more clearance for the bigger turbo that's going on, we're going to have to take this mount off and shave all the excess AC pump mount off the engine mount, and then that way it gives us the clearance for the intake.
T28 we're using as a Chinese copy GT2871. We're using it on the stock manifold. The stock manifold's capable of flowing for 400 horsepower, so that's what we're going to be using. So I think that's probably it for this episode of Wheel Hobbies, isn't it, Gaz?
I think so, yeah. It's been quite a big fight, to be fair, this car.
Yeah. In the next episode, we'll be fitting the turbo. So, cheers, guys.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe for more wheel carnage.
Hey, look at that. I cracked that off, didn't I?
Like a glove?
No, it's like a bolt.
Like a bolt.
Like a bolt.